Today, we are testing out the Eye of Ayak, old school's newest magic weapon. We are an absolute max mage minus the Elidness ward, but we do have the brand new magic infliction gauntlets. And it is time to see just how good this weapon really is, and should you sell your shadow. The first place we are going is Bandos. The shadow previously was the only magic weapon accurate enough to hit on Bandos consistently, so it's time to put the eye to the test. Like, look at that, dude. Oh my god. Now I see why the shadow has dropped 200 mil in a week. Eye of Ayak aside, the new gauntlets should make freezing bosses in Godmore's dungeon way more consistent. If you splash on your first barrage, your second is rolled with double accuracy as long as you are casting with the one-handed magic weapon. It is absolutely melting Grardor. Oh my god. Just look at that DPS and surprisingly insane accuracy. And good fight. Dude, that was pretty good. Compared to the shadow, that was pretty good, not gonna lie. And see, like, we splashed the first one, second one, catch, and a 40 barrage as well. We're pretty far back. The range looks not that short compared to the shadow. Good fight, Grardor. Big volatile. Oh my god, we just got a BCP and a collection log. That's the expensive one as well, 20.5 mil. Bro, let's freaking go. That is giant. Solo Bandos chestplate. What KC was that? 34 KC, dude. So nice. Another nice benefit of the eye compared to the shadow is the upkeep cost. At the moment, one cast of the eye costs 345 GP, and one cast of the shadow costs 1,141 GP. That's over 3 times the cost. Look at the price of Snapdragon seeds, almost 80k, dude, that is insane. Oh my god, I missed it, I just got 99 magic. Dude, nice, look at the stats. Freshly minted 99 magic. And a Bandos chestplate this trip, this is a juicy trip. Okay, time for some feedback. Number 1, it is very nice to be able to camp the Elation alongside the eye. It makes for much less damage taken while still dealing insane DPS. Number 2, the shorter range on the eye isn't too much of a problem, but you definitely feel it. Once I got in the groove, I was barely getting hit thanks to the new gauntlets, but being closer to the boss when he is unfrozen increases your chance of getting melee smacked if you don't want to lose any DPS from the eye. And number 3, the shadow is hands down better DPS and far more accurate, but the wand is not too far behind while only costing 1/10 of the price. And I gotta tell you, oh my god, 13 HP. We got extremely lucky that trip while demonstrating the Eye of Bandos, getting a BCP at 34 KC solo, and with all the other loot, we're walking away with 21.2 mil. Very nice. Next up is Saridomomen. I'm almost done getting KC, but I gotta say, it is pretty fun getting KC with the wand. It just shoots so fast that even if you hit a 0, you're shooting your next shot right away. Saridomen's got pretty high magic defense, so I'm excited to see how accurate the wand is on Saridomomen compared to Bandos. And another thing I'm excited to see is how well the gauntlets help me free Saridomomen. That's the hardest part, is getting Saridomomen frozen in place when you're doing this. And we see a first barrage freeze? No, but I bet you we see a second one. Yes, dude, the gauntlets. Unfortunately, the new Eye of Ayak is no match for Saridomen's magic defense. Even in max mage, the amount of splashes with the wand is no comparison to the shadow's accuracy. You know what though, this is why we're testing it out. I can confidently say it is extremely inaccurate against Saridomomen. The shadow would be absolutely destroying her at the moment, and the wand is just not cutting it. Even when main handing the arcane spirit shield, our accuracy went up a bit, but not enough to make this worth it. The shadow rips through Saridomomen, and the longer range on the shadow lets you kite her without freezing as well. If you plan on doing Sara solos in the future, go ahead and keep your shadow for this one. Next up is Kriara. The shadow is very good at Kriara, but because you don't have a shield, you do take quite a bit of damage. So if this works, it's going to be very nice to be able to main hand the Elation. And if it works, we're going to have an alternative to shadowing or using chins on your Armadyl tasks. We've got the imbued heart and everything going. I don't have on the arcane, we got to camp the Elation for the damage. But other than that, we're in max mage. Guys, this is not bad. Compared to using Masori and a Zerite crossbow, you're hitting way more often in this setup. Is it better than Shadow or Black Chins? Absolutely not. but it's pretty chill. Now we owe a lot of our defense to the Elation, but because we're freezing the melee minion, we're not taking much damage at all. Now, I was just doing this as a test run to see how accurate it is here. I wasn't setting up my inventory for the longest trip or anything like that, but after doing a couple kills, you could probably do quite a long trip with this setup. Is it the best? No, but it's very relaxing, very easy. Because you're only bringing magic gear and no range gear, you can bring a ton of supplies. We are going to have to rate the Eye of Ayak for Kriara a win. This is a nice alternative indeed. If you just brought a ton of brews, the Eldritch, maybe some prayer regens, you could probably stay here for quite a while. Overall, we're going to have to say Eye of Ayak at Armadillo, 8 out of 10, would definitely try it again. Now we are headed to Dagenoth Rex. Our setup is absolutely insane, and even with all this defensive gear, we still have +8 magic attack bonus. I'm going to be using the Eye of Ayak as our main weapon, and I brought the Sang Staff to heal, but if you don't have a Sang Staff, you could easily use Blood Barrage in place of it. I just like to bring the Sang Staff to heal, so then you can stay on the normal spellbook and alch all the drops you get. I knew the Eye was going to be good at Dagenoth Rex because all magic is, but as someone who has done 1000 Dagenoth Rex kills without banking, I'm always looking for a way to make camping Rex even better, and the Eye of Ayak is the answer. Normally, I main hand the Sang Staff when I camp Rex, but end up wasting a lot of blood runes because I don't need to heal often. Now with the Eye, you can have Shadow DPS at Rex in a one-handed weapon. Even though I'm using all this gear, a Thorax set, Blood Barrage, and an Occult would let you stay here forever, and the Eye of Ayak would make for insanely fast kills, which means more money for you. Now we are at Zulrah, a place where the Eye of Ayak should be incredibly good. The main thing I'm curious to see is, can you kill Zulrah with mage only using just the Eye? Oh man, look at that accuracy. Right off the bat, absolutely melting Zulrah. And because Zulrah has a 50 damage cap, the wand is the perfect item to use. Alright, to be honest, the accuracy against the magic form is pretty terrible, but the good news is your DPS against the other two forms is so high that this is still a very fast way to kill Zulrah without switching any items at all. 41. I just hit a 41, like a 3 tick. What? Oh boys, kill number 2 and a big one coming in at that. Collection log, uncut onyx. Bro, we are getting seriously blessed this video with the lucky drops. The verdict is the wand is a beast at Zulrah. The insane DPS and accuracy makes for some extremely fast kills, even having no range switch. The Eye of Ayak is a monster at Zulrah. Next on the list is Bandos. As most people know, Bandos is weak to air spells, which makes it the go-to choice, especially since this content is normally for newer to mid-game players. But for those collection loggers and elite clue hunters, the Eye of Ayak is a blast here. Similar to Zulrah, its lower hitting fast DPS is perfect. Because the Bandos brothers and crit monsters have such low HP, the wand cleans them up nicely without wasting any casts on overkill. It's also still very accurate on Arum, even though it's not an air spell, which is great for when you just want to turn off your brain and grind some Bandos without having to switch any items. The Eye of Ayak has breathed new life into magic in old school RuneScape, and it's so refreshing to use and an amazing addition to the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and that is where we're going to end the video, but we're not done yet. It is time to talk about a couple things. Okay, after trying out the wand, or the Eye of Ayak at least, it is an absolute beast. It is extremely fun to use, it does have a lot of use cases, and the best part is, it's only 86 mil compared to the Tumikin Shadow, which is at 900 mil. Now, the Confliction Gauntlets are the real MVP this update. These things are just broken crack. I do feel like they do a lot of the heavy lifting with the Eye of Ayak because of the passive effect that does double accuracy on the next hit if you don't hit. But even though they don't work on the Shadow, they're extremely good with the Shadow as well, just because they have higher magic damage than the Tormented Bracelet and accuracy. I bought the Confliction Gauntlets at 133 mil, so I lost about 7 mil on the Gauntlets. And I bought the Eye for 88 mil, so I lost 2 mil on that. So we actually didn't do too bad. We only lost 8 mil. And the best part is, while trying out the Eye at all these different places, not only did we get a Bandos chestplate, but we also got an uncut onyx. So we're walking away with 25 mil, nearly 24.5 mil. Even minus the 8 mil that we lost, we're still walking away with 16 mil profit. And now we're about to give back to you guys with a 50,000 Rev Ether giveaway. But before we do, let me just say, I have owned the Shadow since it was 1.5 bill. Now it's actually just dipped below 900 mil. Am I saying you should sell your Mega Rare? No, you should not if you own one. That is up to you depending on your bank value. But if you use it, you basically should never sell it. But the truth is, if the Eye of Ayak does not get any type of nerf, and depending on the rework the Shadow is getting, we don't know what the rework is going to be, I could definitely see the Shadow going a lot lower than 900 mil. And with more Eye of Ayaks coming into the game, they're only going to get cheaper, which may make more people think about selling their Shadow, but we will have to wait and see. Alright, last video had 89 unique comments. That means your chance at 50,000 Rev Ether is 1 out of 89. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good luck to all. 3, 2, 1, let's see. Who is going to be this video's winner? Good luck, good luck. 7 seconds on the clock. We've got Frankie6020. The wood cutting wasn't in a PvP world. Thank you for the funny comment, Frankie. The hardcore is not a PvP world hardcore. It's just a wildy hardcore, as in we're going to be doing content in the wilderness, but not everything will be done in the wilderness. Unfortunately, you did not leave your RSN, so we're going to have to do a reroll. Let's see. Alright everyone, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, good luck. 7 seconds on the clock. Hopefully, winner number 2 leaves their RSN. We've got Sly Sarge. Nostalgic memories of farming Barras and fungus on my original main pre-2012. Oh, how the times have changed. Glad OSRS remains. RSN Sly Sarge. Dude, absolute beast, Sly. Thank you so much for the awesome comment, brother. To get your 50,000 Rev Ether, all you gotta do is join the TSN Friends chat. I'll see you in there very soon, my friend. If you didn't win, do not worry. All you gotta do is be a subscriber and leave your comment down below, and you're entered to win another 50,000 Rev Ether giveaway on the next video I post. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment on the video. It really helps out. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We have a ton of content already on the channel. You name it, we got it. We got from scratch series, 24-hour challenges, PK videos, anti-PKing, PVM guides, we got it all. And if you're looking for a cool place to come hang out, we got the TSN Friends chat. Anyone can join. All that we ask is you're chill and respectful. Other than that, all you gotta do is type in TSN, and hopefully we'll see you in there. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.